Hi and welcome to the next in our series of videos looking at the National 5 PE portfolio. In today's video we're looking at question 2F, and this really is a question that you should be looking to pick up both of the available marks on. So looking at that question then, with reference to this data, identify an appropriate target for each factor, and it's worth 2 marks. So as you can see, you need to refer back to the data you have collected on your performance, and then you need to use that data to identify an appropriate target for both of the factors that you've gathered data on. So firstly we'll look at how to set effective targets, and when we do that by ensuring that the targets we set are SMART, where SMART is an acronym to remind us of each of the key principles when it comes to setting effective targets. The S in SMART is for specific. Any target you set should be focused on you, and in particular the weakness that you've identified through the data you collected. A target should be measurable. Within your target you should be able to check up and the progress that you're making and check to see if you've actually achieved that target. Ideally, you'll agree your target with somebody else. This holds you accountable for the target and makes it much more likely that you're going to work hard to achieve it. A target should be realistic. It should be something that you're able to achieve within the time frame you've set out. And finally, the T in SMART is for time bound. There must be a deadline for your target so that target is time bound. Okay, so let's have a look at how to actually answer this question then. And as you can see on the screen, I've got some data that somebody's collected on themselves. In this data, they've been looking at the different aspects of fitness and have completed a series of standard tests. And as you can see, they've identified that their CRE is poor from their score in their bleep test, and that's the weakness that they want to focus on. So an appropriate target they might set is, I want to improve my CRE by increasing my bleep test score from 4.6 to 6.1 by the end of my PDP. And I just want to draw your attention to that first phrase because it's really important that it appears in your answers. I want to improve. And then the second example for this person then is looking at their second factor. And as you can see, they're looking at the emotional factor here, and they've identified that anger is their weakness, and you can see that from their poor score they've got in their performance profiling wheel. And the target they've set here is, by the end of my PDP, I want to improve my control of anger to reduce the number of fouls I commit when playing basketball from 5 to 4 on average per game. So you see that phrase, I want to improve again. And this target is slightly different, so it's focused on an actual game outcome rather than just improving a test score, but it would still be a legitimate target to set for their personal development programme. So just to sum up then, when you're answering this question, you need to identify a target for both of the factors that you identified earlier in your portfolio. You need to refer to the data you have collected, or you might want to look back at question 2E because you identified your strengths and weaknesses in that question as well. And the key phrase that should appear in both of your targets that you set is, I want to improve. Okay, so that's everything for this video then, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you found that useful and you can pick up both marks for question 2F. If you have done, please hit the subscribe button. On the left you'll find a link if you need to go back and complete question 2E, a video showing you how to do that. And the next video to the right is about question 2G, where we'll look at why it's important to set targets within a personal development programme.